At that time, my mother was still a student, studied far from home, lived in a dorm, and since the winter holidays came, she went home to her native village. The night before Christmas was approaching, and one of her friends suggested calling the spirit. The others supported her in this and quickly prepared everything that was needed. Lit candles. They are all sitting there, all serious, focused, and nothing, silence. They repeated it again and again, silence. They think, okay, let's try to call Bloody Mary. They repeated the ritual again and again, nothing. Only something creaked softly outside the window. In disappointed feelings, they decided to call the devil. And suddenly, at least with him, will ride. Calling, calling, and then it started. First, they heard snow crunching under the windows, as if someone was walking. Then someone was scratching the front door from the street and trying to open it. Then there was a knock on the window. Mom and her friends looked around and found that there was a black silhouette standing outside the window, not at all human. Everyone immediately jumped out of their seats with screams and screams, turned on the lights everywhere, and began to read prayers. Who knows what? A knock on the door, a crunch under the windows, some incomprehensible howl. All this stopped after 3 minutes and did not happen again, but no one dared to look out the window or open the door. And so everyone stayed here to spend the night. In the morning, leaving the house, Mom and her friends found horror. There were hoof prints at the door and in the snow under the windows. Mom's grandmother returned immediately, who was leaving for a friend's house for the night. The girls told her everything. They didn't understand why something couldn't get into the house. Grandma told them that she had recently invited a priest to light up the house and showed us a chalked cross over the door. Apparently because of him, the evil spirits did not enter the house. Since then, no one from that company has ever tried to summon spirits from the other world. I live alone with my sister. Mom moved in with her husband a couple of years ago. We have been living in this apartment for a long time, for more than 15 years. I must say right away, no one died in this apartment, and nothing supernatural happened. It was a normal winter day, January 21. Everything was absolutely as usual. I had a day off. My sister was currently unemployed. It was evening, about 22 o'clock in the evening. My sister went to a friend, but I decided to lie down in the bathroom. Lying means I'm not touching anyone. Suddenly, my cat rushed past the bathroom and ran into the room. Well, he's a little crazy. It was normal. I felt uneasy when he began to hiss, like cats hiss before a fight. I was lying down. The door was open, and I heard it all very well. I called him to me. Koteka came up after a while. The fur stood on end. Well, he lay down next to me. I closed the door because my sister was supposed to come soon. Suddenly, she would come with her friends, and I was lying here naked. 10 minutes have passed. I was thinking about something, and suddenly I heard a child's laughter from the room. Here I was in complete shock. How can this be? I'm lying numb. The cat is bristling again. Suddenly, the light in the bathroom turned off. It was on throughout the apartment. The light in the corridor was visible from under the door. It turned out that a year ago we made repairs in the bathroom and put a mirror with a backlight that worked from the outlet. Naturally, I got up and plugged in the socket. And what I saw, I still have nightmares. In front of me, in the mirror, there was a girl about 10 years old, with a disfigured face. It feels like she had been slashed with a very sharp blade. The eyes are all red, as if all the vessels burst at once. I jumped back, fell, and hit my head on the bathroom. I woke up in the hospital. My sister told me that when she came, I was lying in a bathtub full of blood. She called an ambulance and they took me here. The mirror was broken. She asked why I broke it, and I don't even know what to say to her. He will think that I hit my head hard and will send me to a psychologist. I said it. I didn't remember. Of course, she didn't believe it, but we didn't return to this topic again. I just accidentally slipped and fell, hitting the bathroom. The cat is missing. The sister walked around the whole street, thought that he ran out somehow, but of course, they didn't find him. Since then, I don't stay at home alone. My heart won't survive this again. Maybe you had a feeling that you were not alone in the room, or that someone was watching you. So, you know, the paranormal exists. And if you're reading this, remember, when you're alone at home, no way, don't look in the mirrors, and don't look back if you feel that someone is looking at you. Maybe it's already standing behind you.